Many people are worried about the Ripple versus SEC court case, which has been going on for more than 5 years. But more and more proof that Ripple won is being out online. Lawyers also suggest that the trial will end very soon, which will be the best positive omen ever. Experts say that the price of the XRP Ripple coin could go up to $3,380 or even more. That sounds insane, doesn't it? Let's take it one step at a time. Let's get right to the point without any further fuss. Warning: the Ripple vs SEC case is finally coming to a finish after years of legal ambiguity and a split crypto environment. The lawsuit isn't technically over yet, but it looks like the outcome is almost certain. Mark Fagel, a former SEC lawyer, said that the decision by Judge Annalisa Torres, who said that XRP is not a security in secondary market dealings, is already in force. The only thing lacking is the official step. Ripple and the SEC both have to submit to drop their appeals. The court can't legally close the case until that happens, even though it has already reached its conclusion in practice. This small but important stage in the process has caused a lot of uncertainty among users. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has said that the business plans to drop its appeal, but the court has not yet posted a notice of dismissal. Fogel made it clear that the matter has reached its logical end, but the bureaucracy still needs to work its way through. The SEC's internal review processes can take a long time, but both sides are anticipated to dismiss their appeals and move on unless something unforeseen happens. People that favor XRP have not been quiet during this last stretch. One post from XRP Dragon brilliantly caught the mood. XRP is going to get back all that the SEC took from it. Get ready. Some users, like Anders, are sick of being in limbo and just want it to end. SEC, just make it official. These voices reflect a larger feeling of excitement and tiredness in a community that has had to wait too long for answers. People only guessed more after the SEC meeting on July 3rd that was closed to the public. Some people thought there may be an announcement of a settlement, but Fogel discounted that concept. He said that these kinds of discussions happen all the time and don't always have to do with pending lawsuits. He said that even if a decision had been taken inside the company, it might still take weeks for any papers to come up in court. The procedure is moving forward, even though it's taking a long time. Ripple Queen's tweet was probably the most daring. The SEC hasn't just dropped its appeal against Ripple, it has now abandoned all of its cases against all crypto companies in the US. Her comment isn't exactly true, but it shows that more and more people think the SEC's harsh attitude on crypto might be changing. Ripple's partial win could be a bigger win for the whole crypto sector. Fogel also made it obvious that Judge Torres is no longer involved in the case. When the appeals are abandoned, her previous decision goes into force without her having to sign it again. The judicial system doesn't always move swiftly, but it is apparent where it is going. Ripple's win, especially when it comes to XRP's standing in secondary markets, is already changing the way people talk about digital assets and regulations. XRP holders are left to watch the clock for now. They've been delisted, had prices drop, and lived in continual fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But they have also seen one of the most important legal fights in the history of cryptocurrencies. The token is now more than just a digital asset. It has come to stand for the fight against overreach and the push for clearer rules. As the legal issues calm down, Ripple and XRP's future looks better. The SEC may have made the trip take longer, but it no longer controls where it ends up. The crypto world has been keenly following this dispute, and now it's watching to see how Ripple leverages this legal turning point to get back into the global spotlight with new energy. The ultimate decision may still be on paper, but the tide has already turned. Be ready. As XRP Dragon said, "What the hell? Isn't that right?" But hold on. This is much more than just legal news. People are saying that this is the biggest change for crypto in the US, and if you think this simply has an effect on Ripple, you're wrong. XRP could be the thing that changes the rules for everyone. And believe me, the predictions from the best analysts will shock you. Jack the Rippler stated that XRP is going against the market. which is what a lot of analysts are saying behind closed doors. Bitcoin and Ethereum follow bigger patterns, whereas XRP seems to be making up its own rules. And it's not just the market moving. Technical analysts are seeing signs that something major might be coming. Henry, one user, pointed to a clean triple bounce from support, a fakeout, and now a possible breakout retest. He wrote that the downtrend has finally ended, which may mean a bull run. Another Steph pointed out how close together the XRP Bollinger Bands have gotten, a typical sign that a big change is coming. He said a big pump was coming. For a lot of people in the XRP community, the SEC action was just the start. Now the big question is, how much is XRP really worth? That's when things start to become interesting. If XRP reaches its maximum transactional utility and becomes a bridge asset in the global financial system, handling anywhere from $100 trillion to $2 quadrillion a year, the price might go through the roof. According to an estimate given by a community expert, using estimates of speed, supply, and transaction volume, we think that XRP would be worth about $3,380 per token in that case. Take a moment to think about that. In that model, just 1,000 XRP, which is worth roughly $2,200 now, might be worth $3,380,000. The arithmetic may look hard,